Yep, thank you. So I think yes, yesterday like we were talking about mm, okay, okay. So altogether, I mean, like as once you become the Scrum Master, okay, what type of work that you have and what you are going to do and whom you are going to interact. That we will discuss today. Okay. So in general, as soon as you land into that particular job, you'll be working with the product owner. Okay. A product owner is a person who interacts with the customer and who has a very good knowledge about the particular product, and he has information which he will take the information from the customer and make it so that the team is going to work on those things. Okay, so you will be interacting with the product owner to get the details. Okay. Next, you will be working with the development team. Development team here, I mean to say, not just the programmers, but all the people who are involved in the development of the product. Okay, it could be whatever. Your testers could be the part of the development team. The coders could be the DBA team or whoever it is, who are directly or indirectly involved in the development of the product or the developers. Okay. So as a Scrum Master, you are going to interact more with these people, the product owner, development team, of course, with the management, and you will help them with the process for the implementation of the process. So there are so many things over here. We may get confused today because of this one. What are the things that are present in the your Scrum? Okay, let us understand that there are 5 things in the Scrum. Okay, as a Scrum Master, you need to make sure that you are running these 5 events, 5 things as per the instructions given in the Scrum guide. Okay, so what are those? There are 5 events. These are called as events. These are time boxed events. When I said time box, it means that they are of fixed duration and they should not go beyond that. Okay, even if it goes beyond that, you should do that. Okay, then what are the events that we have? The first event that we have is the sprint. Okay, does anybody know what I mean, have you ever heard this word called sprint? Sprint anywhere in your till now?
I
Have
think it's a meeting between
meeting?
the between
Okay,
the
okay. Anyone else?
daily meeting.
Okay, fine. I mean, I'm talking about the word, not about that particular thing. Anyone else who has heard this particular word called as sprint?
Yes, sprint is a 1 to 4 weeks duration. In that time, we have to develop
Hmm.
that.
That's okay, fine. Before let us say the Scrum came into picture. Have you ever heard? See, you may not have known this Scrum or Sprint a year or 4 years back or 5 years down the line, like you might have heard this. Before that, have you ever heard that particular words, Sprint? That's what I'm asking.
Like actually,
Sorry? Okay, fine. Have you ever heard this word called marathon in running?
yes.
Marathon in running, right? It's for longer distance, which takes a lot of time, right? For 3 to 4 hours, they may continuously run for 10 kilometers or 25 kilometers or 50 kilometers. It's a marathon. It's a big thing which happens for longer period of time. Then sprint is for shorter duration, that too within 100 meters, right? We have a sprint of 100 meters. If you just see the Olympics, you will have this particular 100-meter sprint. Okay, something which is very short, very crisp, quick. Okay, completing within the time. Okay, So that's the thing about the sprint. Sprint is something which, okay, is a of very shorter duration and happening. Okay. So we have in the Scrum, the sprint means it's a time boxed event. Okay, it is a container event. What do you mean by container event? Container event is something is a placeholder. I mean, it is something which in during that particular time frame there are so many things which will happen. Okay, let me say explain you. Let us say winter season. If I talk about winter, winter is a container event where you will have lot many things happening. You will get Christmas, you will get New Year happening, you will get some festivals, Hindu festivals or whatever religion festivals will be happening parallelly, right? So that is a placeholder where so many events are going to happen. So sprint is a container event. Okay. Another example, if you take a week is a container event of 7 days where you have specific days with different names, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's a container event, which is across a particular time frame. So sprint is also something which holds all these activities during a particular time frame. Okay. Then the first event that we talk about is a sprint. Okay. In that we first, when we decide on the project, when you decide on the time, you when you decide on the task to be done, you talk about the sprint, like how much duration should the sprint be? Should it be for 1 month? Should it be for 1 week or 2 weeks, 3 weeks? What? Okay, that time frame you will be deciding when you click start on this particular thing. Okay, so sprint in general it will be 2 weeks or 4 weeks. It depends upon the project. Okay, how free what's the frequency of delivery, that depends upon the customer interest. So in general, 2 weeks is better. If your team is very good at doing something, 1 week is also okay. If the project is very little complex and it takes start lot of time, then probably 4 weeks. That's not more than that. Okay. Next, project execution planning sheet. Okay. Okay. Project, that's about the project you are talking about. Project is something which is very big. Yesterday I said you are developing a car. Car is a project which you have to create. Okay. So that is a project. When you're talking about the Scrum, any module in the project, okay, there you implement the Scrum. Okay, we'll talk about that. Next comes the sprint planning. The sprint planning is for 8 hours. Okay, this is one of the event where the team is going to plan like what tasks we need to take. Okay, who are going to work? What are the estimations that we have? How much complex are the tasks? Okay, who are the persons who will be working on it? So these are the things will be happening in the planning. Okay, you will be estimating, you will be prioritizing, you will make a record of those things. You will say that as a backlog. Okay, this will happen for 8 hours. Okay, and as a Scrum Master, you will schedule this call. Okay, you will make the people come over this particular call. You will interact with the product owner, the development team. Okay, and it's a mandatory for everyone to be there in this particular call. This one which happens on the day one of your sprint. Okay, sprint planning takes on the first day. If it is a 2 week sprint, 2 week sprint in the sense like let us say from this Monday to the next Monday, and then after that next Monday. Okay, 2 weeks. I mean the first week, second week. So in 14 days, you will have 2 weekends, right? So Saturday, Sunday, if you take, it's going to be 14 minus 4, 10 days. So altogether, your sprint will be for 10 days in a 2 week sprint. Okay, so on the day one, let us say if you're starting on Wednesday or Monday, what are the day one is going to the planning, which will go for 8 hours. And after 8 hours, you will start working on it. So this 8 hours plan will happen on the day one. Okay. Next thing is daily scrum. The daily scrum is again a meeting which happens every day for 15 minutes where the individuals give their update on the state, update on what they are working on. Okay. Here, if you see the people over here, there are only developers. Then what is your role as a scrum master? So in most of the companies, scrum masters do this particular thing, but as per the scrum guide, scrum master should make them more independent and they should be self-engaging, self-managing to conduct this particular event. Okay. So 15 minutes, this happens every day at the same time, same place, no change. Okay. So that we are removing the complexity. Okay. Why we are going for the same place, same time and all, we'll talk about that in the next classes. For the daily scrum will happen only for 15 minutes. If it is going beyond 15 minutes, as a scrum master, if you are there in that call, you should stop them. Okay. Or you should make them know that this is only for 15 minutes. If it is extending more than 15 minutes, please talk personally or have another meeting. But don't include that in the scrum. Okay. So daily scrum is only for 15 minutes. Every day this should happen. Next, sprint review. The sprint review is something where you will show what you have done. Okay, the developers are going to showcase what they have worked on as per the customer's requirement, and they will show it on that day. Okay, a day before your end of the sprint. Okay, so this is for 4 hours, and as a scrum master, you will make sure that you involve the stakeholders, you involve the product owner, you involve all the developers, and you will make sure that they are showcasing the working software. It is not that you are merely showing a PPT, PowerPoint presentation, or a document or pictures. Okay. So your role is to conduct this particular event, involve everyone, make track, see that once you show them the true working software, you take the feedback, work on that particular feedback, have a meeting with all the developers, team members and all, talk to them, give them the feedback, ask them to, readapt to that particular thing. Okay. Who are the mandatory people here? PO, our development team, Scrum Master, and the stakeholders. Stakeholders are very important, right? Who are the stakeholders? What do you mean by stakeholder? Who is a stakeholder? Anyone can guess?
Client and management.
Yes. It could be a stakeholder are two types. Like one is internal stakeholder, another one is external stakeholder. Okay. Anyone who has a stake in it or who is getting impacted directly or indirectly is a stakeholder. Okay. If you are doing some project, let us say the customer wants this project to be done. He's one stakeholder. The project manager is a stakeholder. Your PMO is a one stakeholder. Product owner is a stakeholder. By doing that particular thing, even if someone is getting affected, he is also a stakeholder. Okay. Within the company also you have so many stakeholders. So over it is here in broader sense, we will take the stakeholder as a client. Okay. Someone who has given us the work. Okay. But in the stakeholder means is like who is getting affected. Okay. So you should make sure that stakeholders are attending this particular call. Then you take the feedback on that and ask them to improve if there is any issue, or else that will be not going to production. Okay. Then comes the sprint retrospective. So once you are done with the release, everything went to the release. After that, you will call for a meeting which is called a sprint retrospective meeting. This will be mandatory, and this will be for 3 hours. Your product owner, maximum he will not be there, but okay, you can advise. There will be a development team, and you will ask them, to retrospect. Okay, what do you mean by retrospect? If I give something like this, see, maybe like in general, like let's not talk about the Scrum, but retrospect is something where you think about what happened well, what didn't go well, and where to improve. Okay, it's like we had some function. Let us say in your home, like you have done a particular function or a festival. You called the people. Everyone is assembled now. Okay. Now you made a lot of planning. Okay. You made sure that the catering guy is there. You made sure the decoration guy is there. You made sure that ACs are working. Electrician is there. All the people necessary for that particular event, everyone is there and everyone is happy. Okay. Now everything has happened and the function got over. And now you will sit with your family members or whatever, whoever it is, and think about like what actually went well. And you will be, some people will be saying, yeah, the food was very good. It came on time and it was very well. The decoration was very well. Okay, you may say like it was very, but some may say like the orchestra, whoever the DJ music, whatever they have kept, like it was not good. The guy didn't do well. So from this type of meeting, in this particular meeting, in the retrospective meeting, you will understand like what actually went well, okay, what didn't go well, and where you need to improve, where you need to stop that, okay, something like that. Okay, in your company, maybe some of the developers were very fast in giving the feed tasks to, okay, they were executing very fastly, okay, but the testers were not doing good, or the testers were quickly in detecting the bugs, and developers were not doing good. Whatever, there is no proper coordination. There was a blame game thing happening. Oh, whatever that comes to your mind, you didn't feel happy about in these 14 days, that can be put in this retrospective meeting. In most of the companies, or over, it all depends. It can be anonymous one. Okay. A share Excel sheet will be shared, and you will ask to enter all your inputs, so that people won't feel scared of giving the feedback. Sometimes it happens, thing wrong, probably they will revenge back and do this thing and all. So retrospective happens. We will talk about, so in this curriculum we will talk about what are the activities, what are the planning things that will be done, how we are prioritizing, what are the techniques to prioritize, what are the type way we estimate, okay, how you do that in the planning, okay, in the daily scrum, okay, how you do it, what are the anti patterns that we have in the daily scrum, what as a scrum master you need to do. These are the things will come to the daily scrum. In the review also the same. In the retrospective also, like there are so many games in the retrospective. 3 to 4 retrospective games will be taught in the upcoming classes. So as a scrum master, if you see all together, it's more of organizing, facilitating, talking to the people, making things happen, and be with the process, be with all the things, and providing the information. Okay, so and you should make the team more empowered. You should make them understand the importance of this scrum and how it is affecting, okay, how it is helpful to the organization as well. So as a scrum master, that's your role. Okay. Now these are the 5 events in the scrum in general. Okay. We didn't go in deep, but the thing is, right from the organizing a particular planning, uh, and doing that, everything like we will go through in our call. Okay. So I would like to say, like, this is all about the scrum. Any questions that you have here till now? Because tomorrow is a paid version, I mean, paid participant. So if you are interested, go ahead with the um, fee payment and register. Tomorrow it's going to start with the actual classes. Okay. And any questions,
I
any
had
doubts that you have? Yes.
I had one doubt.
Yes.
In this picture of the sprint, all
Mhm.
these are happen in 10 days or 1 month? Just can you
Yeah. It
display the
all
picture
depends
again?
upon. Yes. Yes. Sir. It all depends on how much time duration that you are keeping. See, for me, I'm happy that I want one for 1 month. I want this. Okay. My sprint is for 1 month, 4 weeks. Okay. So
So
your
what is this
organization is, sorry?
So what is this 8 hours and 4 hours and
Right,
3 hours?
right.
It
So
is
for
in
four
1 month?
weeks, yes,
Okay,
4 weeks. For 4 weeks, this is the hours. Okay. For 4 weeks
okay,
sprint, 1 day you will dedicate 8 hours. You will dedicate for planning. 15 minutes every day.
okay,
For review, half day. For retrospective meeting, 3 to 4 hours. That is half day. If you take 2 weeks, half of this, 4 hours for planning, 15 minutes, it will be constant, irrespective of whatever it is, it will be constant.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
Sir, one thing actually, so this 8 hours is uh, respective of those three, or how is it like calculated? So it is must to be 8 hours, 15 minutes, 4 hours like that, or because the planning might be for 15 minutes, but it might go here and there, like 15, maybe 20 minutes or 1 or 2 minutes up and down, right? So how we can calculate that thing? Like, I mean, we can't be very strict to the daily Scrum meetings or something, right? So how
That's
we
what.
can avoid that
If
then?
you
Yeah.
if we can't be strict, we can't be Scrum Master. Okay.
Oh, okay. So this is
Got it.
must. I mean, these are
This
the
is must.
uh,
This is must.
okay,
Mandatory. Mandatory 15 minutes. If you're not able to do that, don't be a Scrum Master. Just go away. That's it. Because we are not here to please the people. We are not here to give ice creams to the people and say that, yeah, please. No.
okay,
Here we have
okay.
to follow the process as per the Scrum Guide. We are helping the organization. At the same time, we are helping the people. Okay. If
So
one guy is taking
accordingly,
Yeah, if one
Okay,
guy
yeah,
is taking
continue.
20 to 30 minutes and there are a team of 10 to 15 people and one guy is taking a lot of time, it's your job to stop him and say that, man, let everyone get the opportunity and your time is only for 1 to 2 minutes, nothing more than that. You are working on one task and you should give the status on that. That's it, nothing more. If there is any issue, yes, we can take the call later. Got it. So we will not
But
restrict with the meetings. Again, we can have other meetings after this call. 15 after daily scrum, we can have other calls. That's fine.
but
Okay.
daily scrum is something like to update the status of the team, what they are doing on the tasks, or just like a casual meeting.
It's a status. As in general, it's a status call. But there
Then
are
if it
three
is a
questions which are to be
status,
answered.
yeah,
No, wait,
yeah.
wait, wait.
Then if
These
it
are
is,
three
yeah.
questions which are to be answered. What you are
Mhm,
doing, what you have done, and what is blocking your work. Okay, those are the things which will be discussed in the daily scrum. So
mhm,
this
mhm.
is more than enough to give like have see I'm working on a task one. I have an issue with this one and I want this to be completed. Okay, something like this. Or I have done yesterday this one. Today I'm working on this one, and this is blocking my work. As a Scrum Master, your
Mm.
job is to see that that block is removed, blockage is removed. Okay, we hope we got the three things. Now, if he says like I
Mm.
have lot many things to discuss, okay, not here. We will take another
Then,
call after this one. We will go
outside
there.
of
Talk.
this, okay,
Yes, yes, because
okay,
everyone, other people, other team members will be there, whose time is also very important. Even they need to clear, give the information, right? Of course, in reality, got it. In reality, as you said, yes, it will go beyond 15 minutes, but you should make sure that we are cut shortening and make sticking to the time. We
okay.
understand. See,
Because
this
why
happens
I'm
to everyone.
asking this is like in a team, if it is like less than 5 people, then 15 minutes will be okay. If it is more than 5 people, each person might, I mean, based on the team tasks and all, they might update, right? So it goes beyond that sometimes. So,
Right,
so
right.
which
It
means,
goes, it goes.
yeah, yeah.
See, the thing is, the what is the ideal size for the Scrum team is it's max 10 people, not more than that. Okay. Max 10 people, including Scrum Master, product owner. That means what? More at max 8 are the development team. Okay, 8 resources. You can't have more than that. Okay.
Okay,
You should not have. Even if you have, as per the Scrum Guide, you have to divide that into two teams. Have two Scrum Masters and do whatever you want. Let us say you have 12 people, 15 people, sir. Let us say 15 people are there, including you and product owner. So there are 14 now, right? Sorry, 15 minus 2, 13. Now you have to divide this 13 into two teams. Make sure that they have the skill set required, the development and QA team or whoever it is, whatever. And you should have two teams. Split the team. We are not going to have one.
okay, got
Okay. And of course, Scrum never says that we should not have meeting other than this one. It encourages to have. But thing is, don't we should not club and say that it is a part of the Scrum. No, it's not a part of the Scrum. It's your individual thing. That's it. See, the only thing here is the Scrum wants to make it very lightweight framework. It's a very lightweight framework. Let me give the definition of the Scrum and open to this. I don't want to go with Agile as of now. Okay, this example, this is very important. So Scrum is a very lightweight framework. Okay, that's what I'm. It's not a complex one. We will not, hit our heads on the wall and try to understand. No, it is very simple, lightweight. Okay, which is not at all a complex thing. Again, it is a framework. It is not a methodology. Agile is a methodology. Scrum is a framework. When you talk about a framework, there are certain rules and principles that are to be followed. The framework is that. You have Java framework. I don't remember, but there are so many frameworks right outside. So framework means like you say that this is the structure that has to be followed. Okay. So the Scrum is also a framework which is helping the people, the organization, the teams. Okay, by providing solutions. Okay, but how are the solutions? These solutions are very adaptive. Okay, it's adaptive in the sense you do it, you provide the solution. If the client is not happy, you will change your solution. Again, present it. You will this way you work on it. Adaptive way of giving the solution. And the problems here are not just simple problems. These are very complex problems. So whatever complex problem that your customer gives to you, you will make it very, divide that complex problems into smaller things and provide the solution to them. Okay. In that way, the Scrum is going to work. So however complex is the issue, okay, you are going to break it down, bring it to smaller units, work on it, and provide the solution. Okay. So this definition is very important. If you want to become a Scrum Master, this definition, which is there in the Scrum guide, you have to by heart it, remember. Even if someone asks in the middle of the night, then you should say, get up and say, no, it's a lightweight framework that provides solution. So this is the interview. I mean, in general, they ask. When I took the interview for the first time, I was a little bit confused on the methodology and the framework. I said Scrum is a frame methodology. In Gone case, he was the second sentence itself, like he was arguing and what you are. I mean, is a Scrum Master, you should say this one. I mean, it's not a methodology; it's a framework. Please remember that. Okay, we should not make a mistake on this. Got it? I actually don't want to go more beyond this one because tomorrow is going to be the correct session starting up. Any questions regarding the course content and all? We'll talk now.
Yeah, and one more thing. Yesterday we stopped somewhere near this certification part, right? You said like
Okay.
there will be a 2 days program which we need to do completely for CSM.
For
So what
CSMS,
is that? Yeah, for so what content will be separate
same
from this?
content.
Like, uh,
Mhm.
is it something different than this, or at least some topics are being covered in depth, or what exactly? Like,
See, it is a see wherever you go, the content is going to be the same thing. Only thing is there the participation is going to be much more. There are so many people involved. Okay, it is going to be a physical this thing. So there will be a lot of maybe here maybe online like you don't have this feasibility of talking to one another and playing some games and all. There you will play some games and do the role play and all. See, if I say product owner, he will choose one product owner as one person. He will choose one as a scrum master, and there will be some two team members. Okay. Here we are not going to do that. Here I'm going to give you explanation and let you know. That's it. There they are going to do a role play, a little role play. Okay. So they'll make sure. So that's the only thing which is going to happen over there in the 2 day session. Okay. They will ask you to write the user story. User stories are nothing but tasks. Okay. So there everyone is going to write a user story. Here also you will make you all to write the user story. Okay. So it's all together a different environment. That's and of course CSM is something where you attend for 2 days. At the end of the second day, you will get the certificate. So at the end of the day, like you will get the certificate in CSM. Okay. If you're not worried about the money and if you're happy that I can spend some 30, I don't know how much is the amount now.
so
And you
the
want
content
to
and the topics are same exactly. Only thing
exactly
is there might be some games or some, as you said, like that's all the difference.
right, right, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And so with this content, by reading some other books or some other YouTube
Internet.
content or something, we can
Mm,
give the CSM exam, or how is it?
yes. Yes, we can give the
Okay.
CSM exam. PSM,
Okay.
not CSM. CSM will not be given. CSM, you
So
have to attend the
CSM
session.
is must to take that training, is it?
Yeah, yeah. Man hours. CSM needs man hours. You should be there in the call, in the training session for
Oh,
2 days. Then only CSM
okay.
certificate you will get it. PSM is not like that. Even tomorrow, if you go, okay, book your slot, go and write exam. Once you clear it, you'll get the certificate. No need to have a training outside something. You can buy your own if you read it and you are happy. Then you can go and write it. That's the certification
So
is same.
is there any certain experience should be required for to get that training for CSM, or anybody can do that?
No, no, anyone can go and do it. Not else. No, no
Okay.
mandatory this thing.
Okay.
Anyone can do it.
Because for PM, there might be asking for some days, right? Like regarding experience or some kind of the things they will be asking, right? For upgrading your certification or something. So in
Not
this,
it.
nothing like that, is it?
No, no, no. For PMP or
Oh,
all, like they need this number of contact hours, PDUs, something like
yes,
that.
yes, yes, yes.
We in the CSM, PSM, nothing like that. That's why it is very lightweight.
Oh, okay. Got it. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Any questions? So,
Hi, Simha. I have some questions.
yeah,
So I have total 17 years of experience into
yes,
IT. So how much
right.
I'll put after completion of this course?
How much? Sorry,
Experience I'll put in the CV. Like,
you have to say that you have in the last 4 to 5 years I was a Scrum Master.
okay,
Got it?
means 4 years of Scrum Master. Can you manage with these courses or any extra I have to do?
No, no, not required. This is more than enough.
Okay,
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 see,
thanks.
everything is it's like more of the question. Interview questions will be more on the behavioral and situational. So this is see, there are two persons. One person has read the Scrum book. Another person also read the Scrum book. The first person has just passed the exam. The other person also passed the exam. He got both got certificates, but the other person has some. He is well aware of the how to handle the situations as a Scrum Master. He's well aware of the behavioral way of working. Okay. Then when a question is asked, like, see, one of the team member is not interested in the Scrum at all. Okay, as a Scrum Master, what is your role? Like, how you are going to convince that guy and all? So this is the question. Now, for these two people, who will say like, who will be ready to answer it more fastly? The person who knows the behavioral and situational based questions, who has very good knowledge on that, will able to explain that situation, right? That's what I say. Certification part is just to pass and get the certificate. Okay. But when you go for an interview, mostly the questions will be on the situation based, mostly on the behavioral based. So concentrate on that. Okay. He will ask you like, yeah, one of the product owner is very arrogant guy. He was not listening to any of you. As a Scrum Master, what you have done? Okay. This will be not taught in, I can say in the CSM also, no one will be teaching you. Okay. This should be coming from an experienced guy who has already faced, and that's what the training is all about. We'll talk about that. So, how we are going to deal that particular situation? An experienced guy only can say that, right? You as a 17 years guy, like you will understand like how you can tackle that particular situation. The solution you can give like as a Scrum Master, like I had a one-on-one session with that guy. I understood his situation. I understood his behavior. He had some ego problems. Then he tried to resolve that. So so many steps will be there, dealing with the people, dealing with the project and all. So that's where you stand out. Okay. If you know like how to answer those situational behavioral questions, you can easily handle anything.
And after this course, will sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
Actually, after this course, like we'll get that resume updation. How to do that in the
Resume, I can share the templates and they will be uploading, but I am not doing that. Okay. That's one thing, not from our side, not from DURGASOFT. But I can give you the any of the templates that I have. But I'm not correcting those, looking into those things.
okay, okay.
So to be frank, let me tell you what we can't offer. Uh, our training will be mostly, make sure that you know each and everything related to the Scrum. You will be able to attempt the examination, the certification from the PSM point of view. The interview questions will be discussed as per for your interviews. Okay, those documents will be shared. But from our side, yeah, we can't guarantee or we are not going to be there. Our handholding will not be there till you get the job. Let's make it clear because there will be no way. You all people will be paying money and you will be in a this thing. You will be in a notion that the trainer or the customer is going to give us lot many things after this one. Once the training is over, uh, probably with all the things like provided, like we will be sharing it. But after that, I think there is no support. Till now, we didn't give you any support. So those type of support will not be there from us. But
Okay, okay.
till
That
those
means
15 to 20 days, we will give it.
like resume preparation as well as placement, as in nothing, no,
No,
no
no.
referral, nothing. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
nothing, nothing. See, this is just for training purpose. Make sure that a person who wants to see, outside if you go, the course fee is very much high. Okay, but these people with certain, helping the student, they're trying to, they reduce the fees price. Previously, 6 months back, if for the same, I had even we charged less. I mean, sorry, DURGASOFT, they have charged very less comparatively. Now also they have reduced because they want to help the students at least. Those who can't afford high amount at all, at least they will be, they can come and check. So that's the main motto.
Yeah, yeah, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Link has changed actually. Tomorrow, like it's not going to be the same link. So those who have paid, like it will be communicated to them. So there you can join. Okay. Any questions, Sumant? Any other questions? Okay. You can reach out to DurgaSoft for any other things. Okay, from our side, like I'm going to provide all the PPTs which are required for this one, interview questions as well as the mock exams. Okay, we will discuss everything in the classes. So it will be a very comprehensive thing. We will not leave anything. I will not leave anything. Even if it takes 2 to 3 days more, probably I will be taking that. But from my side, I will give 100% training. That's from my side. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for your time. Hope to meet you all tomorrow. If you are interested, let's meet tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Thank you so much.